and gentlemen, would you please rise and remain standing for the posting of our colors and the playing of our national anthem. We are pleased to introduce the Honor Guard from the Salina Police Department. Honor Guard, please post the colors. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce to you the staff and special guests of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. We'd ask that you please hold your applause until all introductions have been completed. Beginning on the right side of the stage in the second row and moving from right to left. Members of the Kansas Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training. Herman Jones, Shawnee County Sheriff. Richard Powell, Colonel of the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office. Amy Meller, Assistant County Attorney for Barton County. Kirk Thompson, Director of the Kansas Bureau of Investigation. Mark Bruce, Superintendent of the Kansas Highway Patrol. And Gary Steed, the Executive Director of the Kansas Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training. In the front row, moving from right to left, Ron Gould, Assistant Director at KLETC. Dave Warren, Assistant Director at KLETC. The class president for the 240th Basic Training Class, Ricky Williams of the Abilene Police Department. Darren Beck, Associate Director at KLETC. Vice Chancellor of the University of Kansas, David Cook. Our commencement speaker, Mike Pompeo, U.S. Congressman, and the Director of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, Ed Pavey. I would now direct your attention to the left side of the stage to introduce members of our instructional staff that join us today. Karina Brasser, Tom Watts, Gary Warner, Bruce Morton, Scott Brownrigg, T.K. Bridges, and in the front row, Jeff Oslin, Ian Folks, Bruce Jolliffe, Terry Pasek Westfall, and Kelly Shand Adams. Also assisting with today's graduation ceremony are members of the KLAT support staff. We'd like to ask our support staff present today to please stand and be recognized. Coordinating today's commencement ceremony is Instructor Steve Simons. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the staff and training and our special guests. It is a KLATC tradition for the class president to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 240th Basic Training Class President, Ricky Williams, of the Abilene Police Department.
Thank you and good afternoon. Distinguished guests, faculty, family, and friends. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the 240th Basic Training Class of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. We're seated right here before you. I would like to thank each and every one of you for making this day possible. Additionally, I would like to offer a special thanks to the fantastic staff that is here at KLATC. They worked tirelessly night and day to train us not only as individuals, but as a group and a team. We started with 60, we're finishing with 58. We have 2 that were injured, and Lord willing, we'll be back. And the group that we have here, in my opinion, is one of the finest families that I've ever had the privilege of being part of. I believe that they would not hesitate to come to the aid of any and every one that may be in need, including each other. I would also like to thank my family for sticking with me and being behind me and pushing and prodding, and also my extended family, the Abilene Police Department. I believe our law enforcement officers represent the very best of our society, and yet we are tasked with dealing sometimes with the very worst of our society, and yet we willingly do so without prejudice or partiality, and we strive to do our best in every task. We cannot do any more than our best. That's what we must do. We have nothing to be ashamed of by doing our best. It's when we do less than our best that we should be ashamed. As we prepare to graduate today, I pray that we never forget the sacrifice of the 36 law enforcement officers that just in the past 14 weeks have given their lives, paid the ultimate sacrifice. We must never forget that. And I also pray that we never forget that our calling is far bigger than us. It's not about me, it's about us, and it's about all of us together. This badge represents something great. Our communities, our families, our future, and this badge stands for something. This badge is worn by a volunteer, someone who has decided to make a difference. And right here, we have 58 more of those volunteers. I will never betray my badge. I will make a difference. My integrity is not for sale. It is who I am. My integrity will stand even when others may have failed me. My integrity is very precious. It's not replaceable. There's no such thing as a minor lapse in integrity. I will never betray my integrity. My character is who I am. I stand as a protector of the weak and defenseless. I am the watchdog, and I will keep the wolf from attacking the sheep. The wolf will be forced to stay in the darkness and shadows on my watch. My character is such that should I be called to lay down my life for someone in need, doesn't matter, stranger, friend, family, irregardless, I will do so. I will never betray my character. The public trust that is entrusted to us, it's one that we will never betray. Trust is a word that's thrown around pretty careless today. I will never betray the public's trust. Courage is another word that's thrown out there. Each of us must have the moral and physical courage to always do the right thing and hold ourselves and others accountable for our actions. I will never cease to have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. Our Constitution symbolizes the very essence of our freedom as Americans. We represent the very best of America. Never forget that.
Ricky, you want to join with that? Ricky, we have a plaque from the staff denoting that you were the 240th class president. And you probably don't have an office to display this in, but a little Velcro on the bottom, a little Velcro on the dash of the police car. It rides very perfectly here and stable. So congratulations. Very, very appropriate remarks. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special video about the life and training